I've spent years talking to people from all walks of life, and one thing stands out: how little we understand about tax. We're told there's one system, one set of rules for everyone, but that's not the whole truth. In reality, there are two tax systems running side by side. One is for the money you earn by working, a system you see on your payslip every month. The other is for the money you make from what you own, property, stocks, assets. This isn't a conspiracy, it's just how the rules have quietly evolved. Most people only know the rules for taxing work, because that's what hits them directly. But there's another rule book for wealth, and it's much friendlier. Understanding this difference is like putting on special glasses. You suddenly see the hidden architecture of our economy. Imagine playing a board game but only knowing half the rules. That's how most people experience taxes. We're going to explore these two systems through real stories. We'll see how they operate, who they benefit, and what it means for the rest of us. This isn't about charts or jargon, it's about how the system shapes our lives. Once you see the design, you start to question if the game is fair. So let's pull back the curtain. We'll meet people living in both systems. By the end, you'll understand the simple, powerful secret of the two tax systems and why it matters for everyone. Meet Sarah, a nurse earning £50,000 a year. She works long hours helping people every day. But every month, a big chunk of her pay disappears before she even sees it. That's tax on work, automatic, unavoidable, taken straight from her salary. Her employer deducts it through payee, and there's no way around it. Sarah pays up to 40% tax on part of her income. She doesn't need an accountant. The system is designed for efficiency and transparency. There are no loopholes or clever tricks for Sarah. Her financial life is an open book to the government. This is the first tax system, a direct high tax on human effort. Millions of people, teachers, builders, shop assistants, live this reality. They work, they earn, and they are taxed immediately and heavily. It's a straightforward transaction, but as we'll see, it's only one side of the story. For Sarah, the rules are clear and strict. She pays her share, but the burden is heavy, and that's just how the system is designed. Now, meet Michael. 10 years ago, he bought a second house for £250,000. He didn't build it or improve it, he just owned it. The property market boomed, and now he sells it for £450,000. That's a £200,000 profit, money he didn't work for, but gained by owning. This is a capital gain, and it's taxed very differently. Unlike Sarah, Michael's profit isn't taxed automatically. He reports it himself, and the tax rate is much lower, 28% at most. He can deduct costs and gets a tax-free allowance, reducing his bill even more. The system rewards ownership, not labor. Michael keeps more of his profit than Sarah keeps of her salary. He made money while he slept, and the tax system treats it gently. This isn't a loophole, it's the law. The tax on wealth is designed to be lighter, more flexible. Michael's story is the second tax system in action. It's a world apart from Sarah's. Put Sarah and Michael side by side, and the difference is striking. Sarah's world, work hard, get taxed hard, no negotiation. Michael's world, own assets, watch them grow, pay less tax. Our society taxes labor more than capital by design. The message is clear: working is taxed, owning is rewarded. This isn't a natural law, it's a choice. The system encourages people to become owners, not just earners. It creates a hierarchy. Rewards for owning are greater and taxed less than rewards for doing. The result? A powerful incentive to pursue wealth over work. The two tax systems shape our economy and our lives in very different ways. This is the core of the two tax system reality, and it affects everyone. It's hard to call this system fair. Why should money earned through hard work be taxed more than money made by owning? This isn't a mistake, it's deliberate. The rules were written to favor wealth over work. The result? It's harder for workers like Sarah to build wealth, while owners like Michael get richer faster. Wealth begets more wealth. Wages struggle to keep up. The system reinforces inequality. The usual justification is that low taxes on capital encourage investment. But does it make sense to penalize work to reward ownership? The unfairness is structural, not accidental. Workers pay higher rates than millionaires on their investments. The system's priorities are clear, and work isn't at the top. In this game, the winners are those who own assets, property, stocks, capital. They benefit from lower tax rates and watch their wealth grow faster. The system lets the wealthy pull further ahead. Meanwhile, the losers are those who rely on their labor. Nurses, teachers, workers. They pay higher taxes, making it harder to get ahead. This deepens the gap between the haves and have-nots. Over time, wealth concentrates at the top, not because of hard work, but because assets are taxed less. This isn't just unfair, it has real consequences. It erodes trust and opportunity and divides society. The winners can afford advice to maximize their gains. The losers pay automatically with no room to maneuver. The result? A small class of owners and a large class of workers drifting further apart. The rules make all the difference. Now think about Alex, just starting out in their 20s. The path to ownership is steeper than ever. Housing is expensive, wages are taxed heavily. Alex is likely to rent for years, stuck in the high-tax world of work. The system makes it hard for young people to build wealth. They face debt, high rents, and big tax bills. The dream of owning assets feels out of reach. Some say taxing wealth more will drive the rich away, but should we design our whole system around that threat? Is it fair for millions to pay more just to keep a few wealthy people happy? Understanding these two systems is crucial for Alex's generation. It's not about envy, it's about fairness and transparency. If we see the rules for what they are, we can start to change them. For Alex and for all of us, knowing the truth is the first step to a fairer future.